Hey everyone, Michelle Ngome, your networking coach. I am coming here today, Wednesday, September 21st. Still excited, still going off a great momentum. It's been crazy, chaos, and good stuff all in the past. I think it's been almost a week and a half, 2 weeks since I've done a recap video. I forgot to do one last week after my Urban League event over the weekend. So I'm going to try to make up for lost time. So bear with me and I'm going to just run through this. So last week, Houston Area Urban League Young Professionals sat on a panel. It was me and two other women. They happen to be recruiters. I sat to talk about my transition from corporate to entrepreneurship, something that I really want to start talking about a lot more. The transition that I've experienced, and I don't think people are talking about entrepreneurship the way it needs to be talked about during the transition, as well as within the first 3 to 5 years of business. So I've been debating that in my head. Having the organization reach out to me was just pretty much the second confirmation, because the week before it was the Black MBA where I talked about lessons from entrepreneurship. So all in all, that was a great experience, great feedback. I think I sold 2 books from that event. Met some good people, some key people. I got some things I'm trying to work on under wraps, so we'll see how that progresses in the near future. I think the biggest thing that I've said during that event, it was 2 things. One, I do believe if you are looking to start your own business, you want to start your own business, you do not need to go back to school to get an MBA, in my opinion. I think entrepreneurship is really just something you have to dive in and see what happens. And because what happens in general is entrepreneurship is so broad. So you have your skill sets, you have things that you're good at, and problems you probably want to solve, and all this type of stuff. And I think there's different aspects of the theory of finance and marketing that helps, and even accounting, which I think is a great asset. But in the beginning, you're touching everything. You're juggling everything. And MBA is about theory. It's about, practicum and case studies. But what you're learning in MBA school is really surrounded by the situations that corporations have gone through, 5, 10, 15 years ago, and not necessarily the building block of starting a business. And I do believe things are changing, especially depending on where your school is, East Coast, West Coast. Technology and entrepreneurship is starting to become added into the curriculum more and more. But if you want to start a business, just go start a business. You don't need an MBA for that. The second thing I said was, and it's going to be in my new book, and I'm still trying to find the right way to phrase it. But basically what happens, people need to realize they have to start equal and grow. And lots of times, if we're all on level 1, it's me and you right now, we're on level 1. A lot of times, I'll say me, for example, we're so caught up in trying to reach that person that's on the level 3. We're trying to get to them like, man, if Jay, if I can get to Jay, I know he can put me on, he'll pick me up and put me on level 3. And that's not the case. You got to go through the process. And we have a better chance of linking together, me and you linking together right now, level 1. And if we hit the pavement and work hard every day, we're going to get to level 3. We'll be right there with Jay, able to, break bread and have this experience together. Or maybe we make it to level 2, level 3, and Jay sees our work and he was like, hey, let's collaborate. So think about that. How can you start equal and grow with the people, with your peers that you're on, like-minded individuals that you're already surrounding yourself right now? I believe those are the 2 takeaways I said while on the panel. And I got an email earlier this week. I can't go into details right now just because it was a very enticing email, But I will have coffee with this young lady Friday morning, and I am extremely excited. I don't think I've ever been excited about coffee, but she had put some good stuff in that email that has me amped up. So, Houston area Urban League Young Professionals, great event, great turnout. Had my video guy, Bashari Gidry from Awaken Visions Media. He was out there. Great photos, video to come. I'm glad I was able to take care of that. As far as the week progressed, still crazy. I'm still trying to work out on this book, 31 Daily Nuggets to Connect with Confidence. I've just been busy. It's like I've been having things pop up and out of norm, and I'm just trying to juggle it the best I can. So I haven't gotten a lot done with my book, and I'm extremely behind because I was hoping it was going to come out on the 25th, and that's not the case. So right now, I'm going to push it back a whole month, hoping, praying. Hope is not a strategy, but right now we're going to have to run with it. Hoping I can get it out by October 31st, and that'll be real interesting how that plays out. As far as today, 21st of September, I had the opportunity to speak at People Fund, their Innovation Week conference. I was the last speaker of the event, and I really didn't have any expectations, I guess because it was my first time really getting involved with the organization. It was my first time at the location, and I was doing new material. And the thing is, someone was already speaking on networking. It seems like they opened up the event on networking. And when I got the phone call, they're like, oh, someone's already talking about that. And I had pitched my new material, my new book to the coordinator, and she loved it. And I was like, I have talked myself into a frenzy once again. But you know what? Today when I was practicing, I was going over this joke. I'm not going to say the joke because I already knew it was corny. I was going over this joke, and I was just like, I didn't know if I should say it or not. And I don't think anyone got it. Like, just clearly went over everyone's head. And I don't even know if I'm going to take time to refine it, but the joke wasn't good. Nonetheless, the presentation was great. A lot of great compliments during the presentation or after the presentation. A lot of questions afterwards. I got 3 or 4 video testimonials from colleagues, people already knew, and new people. Sold, I think, 2 books as well, 2 to 3 books. And I think the best thing about the event was and I'm still working on my ending. I've noticed that I've been really struggling with my ending, and I practice, but it's like I never get to the point to practice my ending. So I'm working really hard on that. And at this time, I had spent about 25 minutes. I had a whole hour. I spent about 25 to 30 minutes talking. And I was coming to the end, and I don't even remember what I said, but I said something, and it must have been really good because this one lady started clapping, and that pretty much ended my presentation. Everyone else started clapping after that, and I was just like, okay, thank you, I think. And then the floor went to questions. I think she had a question, and it just kind of went there. But the feedback was phenomenal. It was really good. I was very nervous because not just that it was new material, but it was new material, and my book is not even done. Like, I'm still writing and trying to get it to the editor. And I think that was a major conflict for me this month, or the past 2 to 3 weeks I had to prepare for it, because I've been speaking every week, and then I'm trying to create this new material on a book that I thought was going to be finished, but I pushed that to the side because I feel like I need to take parts of my book and create this presentation around it. And I'm coordinating with my graphic designer on, the book cover ideas, and my video guy, and making sure I still got to get information to him so he can edit all of this footage. But I wouldn't change this craziness for nothing in the world right now. This is exactly what I want, and this is where I want to be in this journey. And I'm just happy Right now, I don't have anything booked for October, which may be a good thing, because this week I also started training for Remington College. I am an instructor. I will teach health business procedures, which is a Microsoft Office class. And a lot of people are kind of surprised by the adjunct instructor position, but I've been looking to do adjunct work for the past 3 years, ever since I got my master's. And more recently, this year, when I was applying in the summer, I told myself I need to be in an environment where I'm constantly speaking, I'm constantly practicing, constantly doing public speaking, communication, speech, whatever you want to call it. And I felt that the classroom was the best way to keep me in that environment until, speaking engagements come along. And that's what I'm doing. So it's going to be interesting. I'm excited. I'm anxious. I'm going to start doing some job shadowing over the next couple of weeks to get me acclimated to their process. But everything is good. Everything is really, really good right now. I can't make any complaints. So I think even if I take the month of October off from speaking, that is a good thing. It also gives my videographer time to edit this video. And I do have an event for a friend in November. I'll just go to Lone Star College, speak to her class, and I'm pretty much free after that. But I'm feeling really confident about this video. The ideas I have in my head, putting all this stuff together, feeling really good about this one. I think we got a winner, right? And as soon as the video comes out, it will be uploaded here so you can check it out, and hopefully your feedback and your comments will come. Look, this is it. This is the speaking journey. Michelle Ngome. Month of September has been good to me. My birthday's coming up, and I'm just going to keep doing what I am doing. If there's any way I can help you, hey, leave a comment. Let me know what is the best way, or how can I add value to you? How can I help you? If you need a speaker or trainer in your area on networking, marketing, hit me up. Let me know. I would love to come talk to you, your audience, your organization, on how to connect with confidence. Remember, 2 things, not one, but 2 things. I believe in you, and a personal connection leads to an influential network. Thanks for networking with Michelle.